So UET is a relatively new company. It's a battery manufacturer, but because it's a new technology, we also will be providing a capacity guarantee with our batteries, and so we'll be doing some of the service as needed for the batteries. So for that reason, we're going to continually manufacture, ship them out, monitor, and do the service. They're one-page summaries for each half a megawatt. It gives you an analysis to know, compared to sort of a known parameter, whether it's a KPI or kind of a before and after, if you have a baseline data and how has it changed through time. So you can see a picture of it here. This is the bottom line. What does everybody want out of all these KPIs? So there it is, the OK symbol, the green OK. And that's the idea here, to be in data link, to make this simple, flexible, easy to change. What I really like about this is the time-filtered data, where I can say how much has the cooling system been on. So if one's different from the other, there's a problem, that's number one. We don't actually have the power for each of the cooling system, but we do know the total auxiliary power. So I used event frames to get an auxiliary power reading on something we don't actually have to measure an additional power reading for. The less instrumentation and measurements we have out in the field, the better. So the more we can intuit using high data and analytics, the better. This is another event trigger, but it watches, hey, if my cooling system is working, my analyte and catholyte should diverge a little. As long as it's on, those two should be diverging, and that's the graph you see here. You can look, immediately know, what was my divergence last week? Okay, this one wasn't diverging as much as the others. Maybe that's not being as effective. Maybe there's like a stick in the fan. And then we have the PCS. The efficiency of our PCS is a function of those two parameters, what voltage and what power it was at. And so I use those filters in DataLink to kind of look and find times in that week when it fell into these categories and figure out what the efficiency was at that time. The idea here is to save us time. You don't want to be looking at core site. You can't look at every single battery we're going to have in the field every single day. So you need this automated report so you can quickly see where's the flag and start diving into core sites, start diving into the data and figure out what went wrong.